Despite appearances, this green oasis is actually in the heart of Salisbury city centre and just a stone's throw away from the busy train station. The secret garden is exactly as its name would suggest, a quiet corner of serenity tucked away in an old church graveyard, aiming to bring the community together.
It's quite tranquil. It's in the middle of the city. You can hear the cars in the background, but when you're in here, it's quite serene and it's really calming on people when they come in and visit. And of course, we're setting it up to be a wildlife project, so we want to teach people about how to look after wildlife in gardens. So it's a bit different to your usual community garden where you'll have lots of vegetables and various other things. We're much more focused on nature and ecology, and it's also promoting health and well-being from being outside as well. So the value people get from this garden, either from volunteering or just from visiting or coming as a school, we have lots of schools here, is really huge, and I get really good feedback about the space all the time from people. It's just a really magical space.
The garden project has been going since 2015, focused not only on creating a tranquil escape, but also on educating the community and local school groups on how to cultivate habitats in garden spaces.
We're trying to help people rethink gardens a little bit to be much more wildlife friendly, and in a way look at the gardens like they're an extension of the countryside. Be a bit more relaxed about weeds, let dandelions grow in your lawn for bees, and just be a bit more gentle about your approach and see things slightly differently. And people get really inspired when they come in. We've got tips all around the garden of ways that people can slightly tweak what they do here and there. And people do go away really inspired by it. It gives people a chance to decompress and it makes people happy.
The space is maintained by the help of a group of committed volunteers. Maria has been working here for a few years and has found that it's not only the public that can learn from being here.
And I've always been a keen gardener and I've always been interested in wildlife. And it's a really great social way to meet lovely people who are really also enthusiastic about nature. I mean, for 20 years I've been doing my own wildlife garden, making it up as I go along, but I've learned so much from the team here. And I had very little knowledge of bees especially. I've been interested in the birds and the mammals in my garden, and I've got hundreds of slow worms, but the bees had passed me by. So I've come here and I've really learnt loads about bees. I've put lots of flowers in my garden to attract bees. I mean, I would have maybe had half a dozen, 10 bees before. I've got hundreds of bees now.
The space is also in the graveyard of the old St Clement's Church, which is one of the oldest known sites in the city. And as well as cultivating their greenery, the team have also uncovered parts of history whilst working here. Although the space does physically represent its name, Becky has also drawn inspiration from its literary namesake.
It's such an inspiring story. This little girl finds an abandoned garden that's just nature's taken it over the years, but there are things, shoots under the dead wood, and there are things still alive in there. And I love that story, and I think magic like that should be in every garden in a way. And so I wanted to create a garden like that, and I've always had that kind of in the back of my mind.
The garden is recognised as a community interest project, and so the team now hope to apply for grants to continue their work here, as well as to write a book about the site's rich historical importance. Rhaya Barton, That's TV.